Okay, so morning everybody, and once again welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 50. Wow, we are on the half century at point of time, and this is my second largest batch in the days, not in the participants. Okay, in the days which I run more than 30 days. So my first batch was for the 64 days, and this is my second largest or the longest batch, not the largest, basically longest batch, that is on the day number 50 now. Okay, so yesterday we discussed a lot about the change again. We discussed about the conflicts, we discussed about the workflow, we discussed about the flow, we discussed about this, what I can say, models and approvals, assess, authorize, everything we have discussed. Now I'm coming to the not last, but one more part of the service now, that is the standard changes. Okay, now let me go here and get a change. Let's open any change. Go and open this. Okay. So now one thing which I was telling you, that we need to be see some kind of a calendar when we have a conflict. So this was a button. I'm so old now. I'm sure that I did not see this button. And yesterday I was have a call with someone else from the community only. He has some issue. So he and me were discussing. Then I say, oh my God, this is a button. So conflict calendar means if you open this, it will open another window called the schedule, like this. Like we have a schedule in our outlooks. In the same manner, we have a schedule here. And here we have a scheduling assistant, which help you to find out the time period which is good for your change, and that is available slot. So if you click on this, and it will checking this thing. So let's say that this is a good time. You can deploy your changes like this from 4th March to 10th March. This is the only time. Scheduling instant, definitely we touched yesterday a few of the properties as well for the scheduling instant. But if you click on this, you can see that how many changes has been going to be deployed in this particular month or the year or the day, and how your change is getting conflicted with the other changes. So this is the another window which help us to find out the next availability. So it's like you want to set up a meeting with me on the Outlook. So what you will do, either you know your timings, and you know that okay, if I put these timings, let's overwrite everything for Atul, or you will see that what is the next slot available for Atul. Maybe you need it for the 3 hours, but mine is available for the 1.5 hour, or maybe 2 hour 45 minutes, or maybe 2 hour, or maybe 2 or 30 minutes. So Outlook will show you that boss, this person is busy. But if you manually want to do something, you can do it. So you can say, see here. So it is on the November. Let me show you on the current. Yes. We're on the March. So now you can see. So here the slots are available. If you want to put or place your change, you can place it here. Let me see if it's work for me. It's showing chat. हाँ, so देखो वो कह रहा है कि ये dates अच्छी हैं when you can start your change. Instead of going in the November, you can start your change here only. From 8th February, from 8th March, you can do it. This is select available time and click here. Then it will be get rescheduled automatically on this particular part. Okay, so this is the change conflict calendar, we can say. So now you can see this change is coming on this day. Earlier it was on the other day. Okay, so this was one of the things which I was searching, and again I'm getting old. I think that I am not able to see this button on the top as well. Okay, now let's come back here. So we discuss normal change. Emergency change is all same as a normal. The only thing is that it will not go for the assess. But now what is the standard changes? Standard changes are those changes which don't require any approval. As we started the discussion yesterday, that you want to go to the market. You don't need any approval from your husband in your own local area. But if you want to go to the shopping, some other city, then definitely you may ask your husband that, hey, I'm traveling or going on this week to there. Do you have anything on that particular plan? But you think, or your wife or your husband know that, yeah, it's easy. Hema already went 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 times there, so she can go. You just call your husband, hey, I'm going to this place, we'll be back by the evening. These are called the standard changes. No pre-planning is required. Low risk changes. Your husband know that you will not get missed out anything. You know the way, you know the tickets, you know the path, you know the train numbers, you know the bus numbers, you know that where to go, where, how to come back, everything you know. These are called the standard changes. To raise a standard change, let me go here. To create a standard change, we need a template first. Because in the standard change, one thing is important. It is fixed. Everything is fixed. There's no direction changes. Nothing. This is what the standard change means. So now the question comes, why we have a standard change? Then why we cannot make everything as a standard? Because everything cannot be standard. If you come to my home, let's say I say, okay, Hema, you come to my home. Atul, I'll make a coffee. Maybe the way you make a coffee or the way I make a coffee is different. So it cannot be a standard. But if I'm making a coffee at my house, the process is standard for me. So now either 5 people will be there, 10 people will be there. I'll using the same way to do that particular part. So let's say I want to be implement a standard change on the network. I have 3 templates. चाय बनानी है, कॉफी बनानी है, या फिर ओनली हॉट मिल्क बनाना है. ये टेम्पलेट्स है. Template is like your manuals. Open it. And now your change get created. If you see that few things are auto populated, ये देखो, ये दोनों auto populate हो गए, ये auto populate हो गया, ये दोनों. Why this thing? Because you know that it is an implementation plan always fixed. अगर आपको, if you're going to the other city for the shopping, you know that this bus number is only the bus number, the train number which go to the other city. There's no different way to do this part. Either you go in the morning, either you go in the evening, you go in the afternoon, weekends, and day you go. This is the bus number. Will go. So these are the completely filled and read only. You can't change it. Because if you're able to change, it means it's not a standard change. Okay. So these things get populated. Even the risk also get populated automatically. And now click here. Fill this detail. And go to schedule. And let's say, because standard changes are pre-approved, anytime you can deploy it. Anytime you can deploy it. I'm again repeating my words. It's not required in maintenance window of the Black Hole. No, it's not required. And now, we're in the new state. If you click on the save, see, it move. It okay. Still in the new state. Okay, now you can request it. You just see everything is there, right? If you go here conflict, it did not run. क्योंकि अगर conflict भी run हो गया तो फिर normal change बन जाएगा. But Atul, how the system will know all the things? We'll go in the background. Now click on the schedule. अच्छा ये missing था क्या? ठीक है. It bypass assess and authorize coming to schedule directly. This is what the standard change, and how it's working. It's checking the flow in the background of the standard change. That is the overall picture of this. Rest implement review close is the same for the standard change which we discussed in the yesterday normal change. Now take a step back. Number one, how we can create the template for the standard change. You can go here. Standard change proposals, standard change catalog. Either you can click here. Okay. Click on the template management. and click a propose template. देखो, in the standard change, very confusing part is that first it is a proposal. Once proposal get approved, it become a template, and with the help of template, you can raise a standard change. We never ever raise the standard change on the proposal. No, proposal is something which is in the draft. You are planning that I want to fix this way. I want to fix this path. So I click on the proposal standard change template. Name NG Pathshala. Category, under which category it should show? It will show the standard change category. Yeah. Or you want to go for some other one, you can go, but I will prefer to go standard change category. More information. Which change you are taking as a sample to make this as a standard change? भाई आप एक बार, दो बार, तीन बार, if you go to the market, only then you will get a confidence, right? So now you say that you are very long in the Canada. You travel a lot, or maybe you travel 5-10 times from Canada to India and India to Canada. Now you're so comfortable that you can go alone as well in the flight. You don't need your husband or the kid to be travel with you. So these are the sample changes. I say I take these changes as a base for my standard changes. Means these are the proven records which say that yes, we already implemented these type of changes hundred of times, or these are the changes which prove or evidence that now we can make this change as a standard change. Believe me, in the companies, a very lengthy process run for this. There are the exercise done in the background. Exercise means how you can make a change as a standard change. So not a best practice I will say, but the industry say what I learned from experience is that if a change which has been deployed continuously 6 months in the production, and in the last 6 months it never get failed, then we can propose that change to become a standard change. And now if a change get failed, if a standard change get failed, the policy says, the rule says, the best practice says, immediately remove that change from the standard change and make it as a normal change again. क्योंकि अगर आपका standard process fail होना शुरू हो गया, इसका मतलब वो standard रहा ही नहीं है. It should be normal now. You have to be take approval. You have to be check the. Let's say you go to some other city for the shopping. Okay. Something happened with you during that travel, and you get disturbed. You come to your home and you told your husband, "Hey, I was there going there. This is happened with me." What your husband's word. You will not go alone next time there. It means it is no longer a standard change now. You will not go there alone. You take me with you. It means if you want to take your husband with you, it means you have to do a proper planning for the same. And when it comes to the proper planning, it's no longer a standard change. It becomes a normal change again. And these are the fields which a standard change must contain. Hema, kahan ja rahi ho? I'm going there. How much time? This much time. How you'll go? By this first. Do you have cash? Yes. Do you know this shop number? Yes. Is it open? Yes. So these are the fields which you know. So I can put the here. Let's say I'm just putting this quickly. If you get time, get the solution from where this text is coming and how we can remove this text. This is the check it. Now I can put assignment group. Let's see, this change should get assigned to this. Okay, now I click on the save. देखो रेड हो गया. ठीक है. This is the next way. Now it's become a proposal. See, it's a proposal, not a template. Suppose you think that you've done everything, you fill everything, and you want to be sent for the approval, because before you make any change in the standard, you need approval. Now you have to give a confidence to your husband. We already went 100 of times there. Now I'm comfortable. I can go alone as well. Are you sure? Yes, I can go. You're requesting for the approval. It is saying these fields are mandatory in the proposal. Now from where these things are coming. Before I approve, intentionally I show you this thing. Come here and search for the standard change properties. A lot of things in the change has been handled at the property level. Maybe you know, maybe don't know, but a lot of things are handled in the property level. So you can see here, they say by default, it will be service catalog. Okay. Mandatory change request value. If you are raising a proposal, these fields are mandatory at least. So what we are getting error? We are getting error of justification, risk and impact. वो यहाँ पर missing है. But ये तो हाँ देखिए ना. Let me put like this. ठीक है. Now let's come here. Default change request value on the proposed new standard change. जब page load हुआ था हमारा, then these are the fields get populated. Do you want to populate some other fields? Yes, Atul, I want to populate risk and impact as well. Okay. So here you can mention your text. See, ये text यहाँ से आ रहा property से. ठीक है. Now, so if you want, you can edit here. Restricted change value. ये value you are not allowed to change or to put in the standard changes like plan start date, plan end date. You cannot put क्योंकि हो ही नहीं सकता. Standard change say you can deploy it, but you cannot fix the timings. So if you try to put, like say I am try to put plan start date, देखो यहाँ दिखेगा ही नहीं आपको. क्यों? क्योंकि वो allowed ही नहीं है. And how it's becoming? It's coming from the property. Read only fields. Did you notice when we raise a standard change? Let me go and raise a standard change. I done a lot work in this domain actually. Practically work I done in this domain, so I know these issues. Okay, let's say I'm coming on this. See, these are the restricted field description. You go here, implementation plan, how it's becoming, coming from the description, implementation plan, test plan, and backup plan. Nobody can change on this part. You can, if you want, you can unlock it. But ServiceNow say, remember, I am putting this as a lock. It means there must be some justification. Field to copy. If you raise a change from a standard change, then these fields get copied automatically. Which are the mandatory in the task level. If you're making up this thing, then you can what I can say. Now the question come. This is what a practical example. Because one of my customer, it is a German-based customer. They're using these templates or the standard change templates a lot. They have more than 80 templates. And then they say, Atul, for every template for every change we have 10 tasks. Now we cannot make it everything like this, right? What I can say, manual. So do we have any functionality available in the templates or the standard template that make it easy for me and I can get automatic task created? We have that functionality as well, but what should be the fields? You can see it here. So a lot of things which is happening in the standard changes can be derived from the properties. So now I come here and now I save this. ठीक है, अभी मैं proposal बना रहा हूँ, template नहीं है अभी ये, right? Done. Now if you scroll down, you can create and you can see it's going for the approval. Now from where it is getting approval? Again, go to flow and we can find out that which way it is going for the approval. Who will be approving it? This has to be defined in the flow only. So now once I approve, or you can see here, change task template. If you want, you can create the task template as well. Now you can't create because it is already in the approval state. It is, so you can see it is in the in progress state. If it is in the new state, then definitely I can do it. If I can leave it, otherwise it will little break the things. Now I approve it. And once I approve this, this become my template, not the proposal. So it say this has been approved. Now if you go here and search for the create new, go here, standard change. See, here हमारा, click here. ये यहाँ से आया हमारे पास. This is the way that my standard change work actually. Rest things are same, fields and everything is same. Okay, in one more thing, in the standard change, we don't do any kind of a risk assessment. Because we say it's a pre-approved, it's a low risk. Okay, so we don't do any kind of a risk assessment there. It is just simply new to schedule directly. Clear हुआ हेमा? Okay, now one more thing which we can discuss in the same, not in the same sequence, this thing. Create new. ये कहां से आता है? Interceptor. Let me do this thing. Where we have this code which say click on this, go to this particular page, click on this particular page. This is called interceptor. You can go here or you can go here as well. Remember that in the problem as well we have the interceptor for the problem task. कि आपको कौन सा task बनाना है? You want to go for the RCA task or you want to go for the general task? So you can see here is the interceptor. Search for the change. Okay. Let me see what is the name of this interceptor. Wizard view, okay, not the change. Oh. ऐसा क्यों भाई? Or let's say configure check interceptor, create this. Let me see like this only. Bundle actually. Okay, here create change, new request. इस पेज पे interceptor है ना? Open this, and here you can see this interceptor has a 3 links. 4th link is coming from the property only. What type of change is required? What type of change is required? You can go and make a change here. It changes. And under that, we have these 3 points. If you let me save this and open this. There. यहाँ से आ रहा है create normal change, all these things, and what we have to do, we have to give a parameter pass so that when we click on this, it should take us to the normal change, and we have to be defined like this. Change request table में जाओ, sys id is -1, sys param is this. Then it will be work for you. Back to normal change or something like that. You can create your way. You can put the question like change new change request क्योंकि bundle है ना ये उसमें तो वो, and then you can do this. This is called interceptor. We never change it, but if you want to create more, you can create as well. Up to you 4, 5, 6, 10 जितने आपको बनाने, you can make it. Let's say I want to put insert and stay. Okay, and I'll put and here I put, even though this type does not exist, but still I'll put it. Save. And now if I go and reload this, it brings one more type for me. Change, create new. Array? We did not save it. Or it is not finding this LNG type, so it's not loading it. $100 की बजाय 400. इतना गुस्सा. Create new. अरे वही. It can be cache or what? Type answer. Leading question button, yes, no, ठीक है. Type answer is the one, that's fine. But why it's not working for me? देखो हम यहाँ जाते हैं edit interceptor पे, easy रहेगा. देखो और everything is there. Change this rule this. हमारा तो यहाँ पे आया ही नहीं है. Click on new. Simple question redirect URL. Okay. देखो ये भी interceptor है एक. कि what type of question you want to be raised it. LNG, leave it table. Let me make it as a 400 and submit it. हो गया. अच्छा इसका नाम तो देते user prompt. LNG this. Save and now let's go and load it. Yeah. So we can add interceptor as per our, sorry, in the interceptor we can add our things as per our need only. Clear? Hema yahan tak. So we have done
yes
this part as well. Standard changes ka. ठीक है. Now if I go more on the deep level, let's say I want to be come here. I'm raising a standard change. Sorry, I'm raising normal change. ठीक है. In the task, in the change management, task is very important. Very important. Because maybe in a single change, multiple tasks are there. One task for the database team, one task for the network team. Let's say you're working for a company and you're working in the support. Okay, customer support. A customer is an incident or the incident to get the refund. A refund is only one thing. But to do the refund, how many teams are involved? product team will involve, sales team will involve, invoice team will be involved, banking team will be involved, customer satisfaction team will be involved, everybody will involve. If you want to upgrade that portal, okay, you want to upgrade that portal in the production system, then maybe you need a lot of teams to be work. Server team will take down the server down, database team will reboot the database, UX team will be deploy the changes, testing team will be do the changes. So now every team need to be do their work. And we cannot assign a single change to the multiple teams. Change is the only thing which assigned to one team at a given point of time, and they are the actual not responsible, accountable for the whole process. It is change manager role, is a change manager user, is a person who is responsible for the who is accountable, not responsible, who is accountable for the complete change process implementation and follow in the practice. So now let's say I'm raising a change. Let's say I click on the save. I want to create task for the multiple teams. अब शादी में भी तो ये होता है ना कि भाई तुम्हारा ये काम है. You have to go for the packing, you have to go for the with the bride, you have to go with the groom, you have to go for the decoration person, you have to go for the lunch or the food person, everything. So what we do, we need to be create a task, and that is called the change task, and this is called a C task in the short. Click on the new. What is the important point here? Task has a type, and again type is important. Task has a 4 types: planning, implementation, testing, and review. Planning is a task which you may open before the change deployment gets started. क्योंकि plan है ना, ऐसा तो है नहीं कि जब change deploy उसके उसी बीच में plan करना है. So this is the task which you can open at any point of time, and it can be backdated as well. Backdated means it can be less than the plan start date as well. हाँ, plan start date से नीचे हो सकता है. क्यों? क्योंकि sometimes we start the planning before we raising a change. Or the day I raise a change, I can start maybe change going to be production deployment on the 5th of December, but I am raising a change on the 4th of September, and from today I start planning it. तो चल सकता है because it's a planning task. Okay. Also, when you close the planning task, these information is not mandatory. Still planning task, sorry, not cancelled, it should be closed. देखो, क्योंकि planning task can be successful या कोई outcome नहीं है उसकी. But if you change the type, see, it become mandatory. Implementation is getting pass or fail. That will need to be tracked. Except the planning task, rest 3 tasks cannot be less than the plan start date. Can be equal or more than the plan start date, but cannot be less than the plan start date. You can create any number of tasks in the change. I have seen example where 30 tasks are there, 40 tasks are there. If you want to create a template for the task, you can go here. It's not a standard change, it's in template. Templates. Scroll down, go here and click on the system definition. This template is different than the template which we discussed. Those templates are the standard changes. These are the normal templates. These templates don't require any approval. We use the templates in the incident as well. Let's say I want to create a template for my task, that for every change I want this task should be created by this manner only. Click here, LNG, on which table you want to go. I want to go on the change underscore task table. Check. Who can use? You can put it here. Global, everybody can use, yes. And here you can put I want the short description should be. I want the description should be. Maybe there's two things. Click on the submit. And now come back here. How to use this template? Come here, toggle template bar. अच्छा हमें page reload करना पड़ेगा. Let me reload this page to get the impact of this. Click here, this, and now you can see our task. Here we go. If you click on this tick mark say that these changes are coming from the template. Do you remember that we have the own loading? We have the this thing client script own loading. It's a template. This is what the template mean here. So in the normal templates, in the system definition template, you can create any templates for any of the record. You can create for the incident, you can create for the problem as well, and you can use with the help of the toggle bar. This toggle template bar, you can do it like this way. Okay, but it is important for you to be understand. So again, just to be close this part, planning, implementation, testing, and review. This can be backdated. Backdated means less than the plan start date, but these three cannot be less than the plan start date. And if you closing this task, these are the mandatory. Close code and the close notes are mandatory. That is another point which you want to be see. Now, one more topic in the same sequence, which we discuss. We say there is a concept called the CAB workbench. CAB, Change Advisory Board, or Change Authorized Board, or Change Authentication Board. A lot of people say different names of this part. Okay, if you come back to your change, if you get time during the weekend, go and see the change properties as well. Change properties, change conflict properties, standard change properties, go and check it. Let's say I'm raising this change. This change is going in the production after 10 days. Okay. And I have a process that change must be go through the CAB. Now I have two things. Either I will, because when I was working as a change manager, there was no concept of this given by service, now automation of this CAB agenda. So what I do, I go here, I click on the all here. Change, I click on the here all, and then I filter out. Come here all. Let's say this. Then I filter out plan started between this, plan ended between this. I got a list and then I put in the Excel sheet, which is too much time taking, too much. Also, I have to prepare the complete agenda manually in the Excel format. Then email to everybody. I have 30 people in that meeting. 30 people ko bhejo. Phir go and open the CAB meeting. Discuss the changes in the CAB. Take a notes. Put the notes in the meeting, and then reply back to everybody that these are the notes. These are the discussion has been done on this particular changes today. Okay. But now ServiceNow improve this part. And they bring a concept called the CAB workbench, not the workspace. Workspace is a different, workbench is little different. It is tough to do any changes in the CAB workbench. Either it is a major incident workbench or it is a CAB workbench, because those are using some Angular kind of scripting language, which is not that much easy, and it's not look like a normal form. I'll show you one example. CAB workbench. कोई कैब नहीं है क्या? ये नहीं. Open it. देखो ये है मेरी कैब वर्कबेंच. It does not look like a normal form, so you can't change anything in this form easily. I tried a lot. A lot of people ask the question as well on this particular part that how we can make a change, but it's not that much easy to make a change because it is not a simple function. So you can see it's not showing dot do. Right? It's not showing the dot do. It is a workbench, and workbench has been defined in a separate manner. Now the question comes how we can create our CAB workbench or the CAB. The CAB, we have to create the CAB definition first. So in short, what output I'm expecting that my agenda should prepare automatically and my CAB date. If I come here, let's remove filter out this a lot of. Okay. Close नहीं, new है क्या कुछ? हाँ ये. Let's say this example. What I want that in when I use the CAB definition of the CAB workbench, this change should get auto populated with the CAB date. Here, यहाँ पे date अपने आप आनी चाहिए. And this change should come to my CAB meeting as well, CAB agenda as well. These are the two things which we need to be do here. This is what the priority for us. Now come back here. CAB work. Let's say go here and click on the CAB definition. All CAB definition. It is like you're creating a meeting invite with the reoccurrence. So click on the new. In a project, there can be multiple CABs. Network CAB, database CAB, local CAB, external CAB, customer CAB. It's up to your process. I say LNG CAB. Who is the CAB manager? It can be change manager, it can be anybody else. I say Mitchell is my CAB manager because remember we have a separate role for this particular part. Who is the delegate? If Christian is not available, then who can start this CAB? So I can add myself here. That system admin. Who are the board members? Means who are the fixed member who will always invited in the CAB. Without that, CAB cannot be run. So you can put any group name here. So let's say I put batch 14. No, board members nahi hai iske. Let me see which group is this. Okay, sorry, it's a board member user, my bad. Let's say Hima. And do we have a group as well? Yes. क्योंकि क्या मैंने क्या बोला? Change advisory board है. Board में definitely more than one person will be there. So I'll put batch 14 is my CAB one. Rolling meeting window. एक मीटिंग कितने देर की होगी? I said for 90 days. Single meeting will be for the 90 days. Okay, ठीक है. You can put 60 days. So sorry, you can put 60 minutes. You can put 40 minutes. I say each meeting will be for 20 minutes. ठीक है जी. CAB type. This type has a no relation with the change type. So don't get confused. कि यहाँ पर normal है तो यहाँ पर normal ही होगा. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. It is just for the internal purpose we are having this. In which zone it should run. Time zone. Earlier, before COVID, we have a CAB meeting always in the room, but now it can be offline as well. And here you can put the details. Joining link lng.com/this. You can put your Teams invite, you can put your Zoom invite, you can put your Google Meet invite, anything you can put it here. Now, what this CAB will contain? Agenda कैसे होगा? Agenda management. If you want, I have a separate, I deliver the same concept in one of the ServiceNow dev meetup as well in Kolkata, approximately a year or 2 years back. You can year back approximately, you can check it there as well. This is important. Agenda management, what it says. Notification lead time. Now in my cab, 30 people are there. And Hema know that her change is at the 29th number. Meeting start at 11, will be go up to 12:30, and Hema know that her name will come at 12:15 somewhere. तो मैं पहले मीटिंग क्यों ज्वाइन करूं? A lot of people has a lot of conflict on this part. It says that we will send a notification to the requester 5 minutes before his agenda or her agenda is coming in the cab meeting. So 5 minutes means before 5 minutes you will get a reply. Someone say, no, I want everybody to be in the cab meeting. So you can put 0 as well. नहीं मुझे भेजना ही नहीं lead time. I want everybody to be in my room before it start. Again, it's a very conflicting, not conflicting, it's a very debatable question, debatable discussion that why this timing has been given, what is the benefit. ServiceNow say it is from the time management perspective. Why you want a person in the cab meeting at 11 o'clock when you or he know that his change is going to be at 12:15, 12:30 only. So up to you. Okay, so I'll put, let's say 1 minute. Time per agenda item. Again, this is from the saving perspective. And there's a purpose. एक चेंज को डिस्कस करने में आपको कितना टाइम लगाना? I said only 2 minutes per change I can give. So अगर मेरी 20 minutes का rolling time है, तो how many changes I can take? I can take maximum 10 changes. Right? 10 changes 2 minutes per, so 20 minutes. ठीक है? How you want to get your changes should be come in the agenda. You want to do some filter criteria, you can put the date. Do you want any pre-approved changes? Standard changes आपको include करना? नहीं, मुझे नहीं करना. Automatically add changes request. अगर ये agenda met, अगर ये चीज met हो जाती है, do you want to add them in the agenda? Yes. And you want to take the decision automatically? Yes. ये सिर्फ भी टिक करो, मैं आपको बताता हूँ ये कैसे काम करेंगे आगे. Then what conditions you want? I want those changes where state is assess and risk is one off. Either. Okay, risk is this and click on the save. मतलब क्या है कि जब भी एजेंडा साइकिल या एजेंडा इंजन रन होगा, इट विल गो इन द डेटाबेस एंड विल फेच द रिजल्ट्स फॉर मी. बट अतुल मुझे तो सिर्फ वो आई नीड ओनली दोस चेंजेस व्हिच हैज प्लान्ड फॉर द नेक्स्ट वीक. डेट्स कहां दिए? डेट्स हम आगे देते हैं अभी. नाउ कम हियर एंड सी. यू हैव टू क्रिएट द शेड्यूल एंट्री. सेम एंड शेड्यूल वाला. क्लिक ऑन न्यू. अभी हमने ये नहीं बताया कि मेरी कैब कब से कब तक रन होगी. मैंने बताया कि हाँ कैब होगी. कब होगी कैब मेरी कैब होगी सुबह 6 बजे से 7 बजे के बीच में, और डेली होगी. कब तक रिपीट करना है इसको? आई वांट टू बी रिपीटेड विद द 30th of April. It is kind of reoccurrence we are doing. And click submit. मेरा कैब शेड्यूल बन गया, मुझे मीटिंग्स बनानी है. Reoccurrence तब होता है ना कि आप when you go in the Outlook you send an invite, but it's a reoccurrence. You only click once and multiple settings has been set up in the Outlook. So same thing will be happen here. So now come down and click on the refresh cab meeting. So now you can see my cab meetings has been generated. ये देखो ये रहा. कैसे? इसके बेस पर मेरी 14th meeting has been generated. From today till 30th of April, these meetings has been generated. ठीक है, ये तो हो गया मीटिंग का काम. अब वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर द एजेंडा एज वेल. लेट्स से आई हैव अ नेक्स्ट मीटिंग ऑन 11th. ओपन इट. ये है मेरी मीटिंग, स्पेसिफिक मीटिंग, बिकॉज एवरी मीटिंग हैज इट्स ओन एजेंडा. ऐसा तो है नहीं कि सारी मीटिंग्स का एजेंडा सेम ही होता है. एंड हियर यू विल गो इन दिस एजेंडा, और यहां पर हम अपना एजेंडा बिल्ड करते हैं. These things will be same. If you want to override, you can override, and here you can put the untick this. तो यहाँ पर आपको डेट रेंज मिल जाती है. This is important to understand. Change request starting after. Plan start date नहीं है, ये ध्यान रखना कि किसके बाद और कब तक. Starting before. मैंने कहा all the changes which are starting after 30th of December, but before 7th of February. इन दोनों डेट्स के बीच का लेके आना है. ये ध्यान रखना, इट्स वेरी वेरी कंफ्यूजिंग. स्टार्टिंग आफ्टर दिस एंड बिफोर दिस. 30 दिसंबर से 7 फरवरी के बीच में जो है वो लेके आओ. ठीक है. इफ यू वांट टू मेक एनी चेंजेस इन द कंडीशन यू कैन मेक इट एंड क्लिक ऑन द सेव. ठीक है. नाउ स्क्रॉल डाउन. अभी तक 6 अटेंडीज हैं. ये 6 अटेंडीज कौन है? ये लोग, इसके मेंबर और ये टोटल 6 अटेंडीज है. लेकिन अब्दुल एजेंडा है. नाउ क्लिक ऑन द रिफ्रेश एजेंडा. देखो यहाँ पे खाली है अभी. क्लिक ऑन द रिफ्रेश एजेंडा आइटम्स. क्लिक हियर एंड दिस इज अ यूआई एक्शन. नाउ इट्स रनिंग इन द बैकग्राउंड. गया, ये कंडीशन चेक किया, ये कंडीशन चेक किया एंड इट गॉट द चेंजेस हियर. टोटल 8 चेंजेस को मिले जिनका प्लान स्टार्ट डेट एंड डेट ये है. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट मैक्सिमम आर द प्री अप्रूव, जो ऑलरेडी अप्रूव हो चुके हैं. इट मींस दीज आर द स्टैंडर्ड चेंजेस. Now again let me refresh it. Okay, let me change the dates. Let me put this and now save and now I refresh, ताकि मैं थोड़ा सा मुझे एक दो चेंजेस मिल जाए, so that I can show you in the system. देखो अब 20 हो गए उसके पास, अभी प्री अप्रूव्ड ही है. मतलब बहुत सारे प्री अप्रूव्ड है. एक काम करते हैं. सो दिस इज द वन वे दैट यू कैन गेट द चेंजेस. ओके, इट्स टोटली डिपेंड ऑन योर कंडीशन. लेट मी ऐड फ्यू चेंजेस. क्लिक ऑन द न्यू, और यहां जाके हम अपने चेंजेस ऐड कर सकते हैं और भी इफ यू वांट. सबमिट. सॉरी.
Bless you.
ओके, नाउ ठीक है, 2 चेंजेस हो गए, काफी है मेरे लिए. ठीक है, अब एजेंडा बन गया. अब इन लोगों को मेल भी भेजना है. सो इफ यू सी द मेल्स आर ऑलरेडी गॉन टू दिस पीपल. ये सारे रिक्वेस्ट है इस चेंज की. इफ यू वांट टू सेंड इट फ्रेश, कि भैया अगर इफ आई एम एडिंग अ न्यू एजेंडा सेंड इट टू ऑल. यस, एक बार फिर सबको भेज दो, सो दैट एवरीबडी शुड गेट ईमेल की वो. ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स से everything is set. Agenda is prepared, automatically prepared हो गया agenda. Now if you open this change, let me show you. कहाँ गया? The purpose we are doing this, right? 96 है क्या इसमें? Let me add this change as well. Then I'll show you.
Okay.
Click here and 96. Because this is what actually the purpose, right? That why doing this thing. So if you, when we submit this, and if you go on this change, scroll down, see The cap date has been auto populated. This is what the another automation which we are looking for. कि भैया cap dates आ गए, इसका मतलब ये change cap में जाएगा ही जाएगा. You can use the flag as well. Up to you. It's multiple conditions, multiple processes are there. Now, let's say today is 11th and I want to start this meeting. Go to this meeting for the cap workbench. ठीक है? Because I am not a host, I am a delegated, so I'm getting this host button here. If I log in as a Christian with that cap manager name, what is the name? Christian Mitchell. Then I will see the start button here. I am host, clicking on the host here. Do you want to start the meeting? See, these two are coming from here. ये है यहाँ का benefit cap workbench का. I click on this. Start meeting. Anybody attendees there? No. Let's see who are the attendees. I'll show you something more here. Who all are the attendees? Let's say ITL and Heathel. Let's impersonate these guys one by one. ITL user, impersonate. And now if you reload this page, see one attendee, did you see? Let me reload. अच्छा तो खुद से ही है ना, okay. But होना चाहिए. Let's say Christian Mitchell is attending. Or let's impersonate with Christian Mitchell now. This guy. This is what the benefit that everything you are seeing the online now. कि कौन है, कौन नहीं है मीटिंग में, all the things. See, he is also a host, so he can see this thing. And did you notice 2 मिनट था, 1 मिनट होते ही एम्बर हो गया और थोड़े टाइम के बाद ये रेड हो जाएगा. It means you are not moving to a change. Please discuss it immediately. ठीक है, because he is a host. Meeting already started, so now you can see. Now I am a approver. I can approve it here as well. Click on this. And I see, okay, assess. किसके पास pending assess में? Assess में तो कोई approver ही नहीं है. Let's say there is no approver. I don't want to discuss this change. Nothing is going to be happen. Leave it. कुछ नहीं discuss करना. No decision has been taken. I'll go to the next one. Next change. ये आ गया. Normal assess. ठीक है. I say, okay guys, this change is there. Who is the approver in this? I as a cap manager or everybody on the screen open this and say, okay, this change is pending for whom? इस पे भी नहीं है. I want to be, go to the next one. This change is getting started now. See, attendees are getting increased. Red lines. Sorry, this green dots, right? ये standard change है, ये भी नहीं होगा. Where is my 96 number? Do we have any approver? Yes, we have an approver here. Let's say I want to bring this change for the discussion. CAG workbench, and I can see. Promote it. इसको promote करके ऊपर ले जाते हैं. ये आ गया. इस पर discussion शुरू हो गया. Okay guys, this change is there. Who is approver? Or let's say next. तभी वो यहाँ आएगा ना. ये आ गया 96. So this is the benefit that everything is getting recorded in the system now. Click here. Change has been start discussion. Okay, this is the change. All these things will be there. Who is the approver? अरे इसमें तो approver ही नहीं है यार. All are rejected. Damn. Can I approve? Let's say approve it. अच्छा, मैं तो change manager भी नहीं हूँ. तब. But if you want, you can approve it here as well. Let's do one thing. Let's impersonate with the admin quickly and show this part. The only thing is that everybody will open this meeting at their own desktop or the laptop, and everybody will be able to see this thing. Okay, which change is going to be, which change we are discussing now. And as an approver, you can go here and you can approve as well. So let's say I'm just assuming this change is for the waiting for the approval, and I can go and approving it, this change. इसको change करना पड़ेगा क्या? Let's say requested. I'm bypassing a lot of things actually. And now let me say approve. अब approve हो गया. ठीक है, just for the understanding purpose. Now let's say every change has been discussed and I want to be end the meeting. End meeting now. Are you sure? Yes. Done. Done. Now come here. Open the CAB definitions. Open your CAB definition. Go to the your meeting. कौन सी मीटिंग अभी हम करके आए 11 तारीख वाली, ये वाली. And if you notice, it is showing as a complete. Earlier it was a pending. Number 1 part. Number 2 part. Go to the meeting notes. देखो. No decision has been taken. इन changes पे decision नहीं हुआ. जबकि इसको तो हमने प्रूव किया था. Possibly because we done a lot of unethical practice here. So it says no decision has been made. And if you see here, agenda items, you can see what decision has been taken. No decision, no decision. Change गया, but इस पे कोई decision नहीं हुआ. Now you want to send the meeting notes to everybody. Click on the sharing notes. Automatically चले गए notes. So this is what the benefit. If you open this change now, let's see anything happen on this particular part. नहीं, इस पे कुछ नहीं होगा. So this is what the CAB Workbench do. It automates the complete process of your change. Bringing the agenda, making the agenda, sending the invites, making the notes, taking the decisions, sending the notes as well. Everything you can done in a one go. This is what is the CAB Workbench do for me. Question and clarification.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good at that.
Good.
It's a lot, but I'll have to.
Yes, but it is easy to do. This is nothing technical. It is just a process level that okay, what we have to do on that particular part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Actually, let's take a break. Sorry. Break here.